And we are live in 3, 2, 1, action.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of LanzCraft. In the last episode we did tons of stuff regarding our tower and base, and that got our original base really messy. So in the beginning of today's episode we worked on cleaning up our area in a very short time lapse. We were able to clean up everything, and I would like to say that was a pretty good job, well done. So let's jump into the video. So after a few hours, I finally was able to work on my base a little bit, touched it up. I also took care of organizing my chest, and I also apparently lost some of my shulker boxes in the process while I was organizing. So Survival was lucky enough to give me all of these shulker boxes, and we're going to take a few of them as well. We need to prepare for our projects. So because we're working on a tower in today's episode, we'll need a ton of concrete. So we have to get some gravel. So I came over here, got some gravel, and we need to get more as that won't be enough. Luckily, we have our very own gravel shop, and of course we have to take some from here. Luckily, I have some stock, so let's just take some of this. And I think we have enough over, there we go. We have enough to fill up even a second shulker box. One part down, 2 more to go. So we have the gravel portion, and of course once we're making concrete we need some sand and we need some dyes. So let's cue a 30-second time lapse and let's get tons of sand. And done. Well, that was a very quick time lapse. We have part 2 done for everything. Now we just have to get the dyes and craft it all up. And we have all of the dyes acquired, but the only problem is I don't know which concrete or a build palette or even what the tower is going to look like. So I think I should do some brainstorming. So after some brainstorming, I have somewhat of an outline when it comes to the tower. And I got some inspiration, and I'll put the image on screen right now, from a HermitCraft Season 6 Seed Let's Play World. A person on HermitCraft, I believe it was Exuma, made a tower, and I put it on screen right now. And I really like the block palette along with the design, although I'm not going to use the same exact design. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to take the rough outline of having a basically slanted roof tower, but the block palette and like the structure of it is going to be entirely different. Now the question is, when it comes to the block palette, are we going to use the same one that we have done here, or are we going to do something else? So now to think about it, I don't feel like we should use a different block palette, but rather use the same one that we've already been using. So we're going to use the standard gray/light gray concrete in some way, shape, or form, probably a different type of glass, and we might incorporate a new block, but that is not like, too much. So before we keep on, brainstorming the tower, let's first craft up everything. So I crafted up majority of the stuff. So as you can see over here, we have the gray concrete powder. We're going to probably use this for the outer skeleton of the build. We have light gray concrete, which we might use for the outer skeleton, if not like the floor or decoration. And instead of using blue glass or gray glass, we're actually going to use red glass. It gives a different color, and I think it'll be a really nice addition to our base. It's a more darker color, and I want to make it like less, bold. So we're going to use red glass this time, and I'm pretty excited for that. And I want to incorporate a new block, and you guys are probably going to think, I should not incorporate this, but I feel like we should. And that block is quartz. You can never expect that, but quartz is the building block which I want to introduce in our builds. The reason why is because A, I have an abundance of this, and B, I feel like it'll be a really great addition because we're trying to build like modern towers and everything, and I feel like quartz really blends in with that type of scheme, if you know what I mean. So we have like the dark builds, and having a little bit of some variation in color can be pretty interesting, but not too variation. I want to keep this more subtle. I don't want it to be like the entire buildings, like quartz. So we need to find a way to incorporate this, but not in an intrusive way, if that even makes sense. And now watching back that, I'm also a little bit confused, but to sum up what I just said, we're going to use quartz, but we're going to try to find a way, instead of having it as an entire build, to incorporate it with. We're not going to make it like not even 1/8, a full-on tower. We're going to try to like make it smaller, like 1/8 of the tower will be quartz, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to put all the quartz in here, but we're not going to craft it up just yet. I'll explain a little bit in detail later, but let's take all of these shulker boxes, which I have several of them, and let's go over to the Tower Bay district and somewhat start building this tower. So when it comes to what's going to be on the inside of this tower, I'm thinking all beds. The reason why I'm saying beds is because this Tower Bay, there are so many farms, and before the season even started, I thought of the idea of using these farms and getting villagers over here. And if you can put 2 and 2 together, I want to make this entire Tower Bay a villager, like, town. I want to make it like a villager town. And I explained a little bit more earlier in the season how I wanted to build a wall here and make it like a city. The city is for the villagers. So we're going to be building a place where they can actually, you know, sleep and, you know, do their sleeping stuff. So this tower is going to be a little bit taller, I don't have a set, like, how high, but it's going to be mainly fitting beds, and it's just going to be, you know, like a resting place for all the villagers. So I guess we need to start building. And after numerous live streams and numerous hours off camera, we have finally finished not only the tower itself, but also somewhat of the surrounding areas. So let's quickly fly up all the way up here and quickly give a little tour as to what I have been doing in the past few days. And while I'm up here, I should quickly tell you guys that I'm really sorry in advance for the long time it takes to make this episode. It took me around a month and a half, which I'm hopefully trying to get out soon, so I apologize in advance for those who are, you know, waiting for this episode. But to start off the tour, we have this landing bay for the villagers. A very open landing bay. Fly in, and of course you can walk down here. And I'm planning on adding some chests here for like trading stuff, although I need to get chests, of course. Going down over here, each and every single floor is represented by a color. So this one, if I'm correct, is magenta. This is the magenta floor with the magenta beds. Going over here, for security reasons, I added this. We have over here the purple station, the purple floor. Going down further, we have the blue floor. You can get the picture. Green, yellow is next, if I can... Whoa, I don't know what that's happening. I don't know what's happening over here. But it keeps on going all the way down, all the way till the red floor. So as you can see, we have yellow, a little bit down further, orange, and finally the red floor. Going all the way down here, this is kind of like the lobby area. I'm still developing this. I'm probably going to add more chests, storage areas for this. And here we are when it comes to the main outside. So as you can see, it's a rainbow. Looking outside, we have numerous stations for all the villagers. Over here, we have a nice little swamp, and this is filled with numerous barrels. So, you know, it's like a little fishing area for all the fishermen. Over here, we have the stonemasons. We have a little pile of stone. We're going to add a little bit more soon, along with some cranes. I consider this a crane, but it's a work in progress. Over down here further, we have the librarian section. Of course, we need to get librarians, which is we're going to do a little bit later in the episode. Over here, we have a farming area. Of course, we need farmer villagers, which we're going to get also in today's episode. And finally, we have I think these are the grindstone people. I don't know what they're called, but they're the armory, the masons, all of those people who handle all the types of stone, the armor, the swords, all that stuff. And of course, we have villagers all around here that are working. They're working every single day just to get stuff, you know, for trading. And we have, you know, got tons of experience and tons of unique things from them. So that's all that's been doing on the live streams for this area. In addition, we've been working on this tower over here, which, if you guys don't know, we built this in an episode a few episodes ago. This is actually our pumpkin and melon tower, and we have been slowly developing just this tower itself. If we just, oh, I failed. So if we just climb up here with some random blocks, you can see that we've been working on this little mechanism for, of course, observers, pistons, redstone, all that stuff, but we need more of these observers and pistons, which we're going to be taking care of in a live stream. So that's all that we've really been doing on the server. We've been just, you know, working on our projects, working on new towers, and we're actually going to keep on working on this area particularly because we need to breed up some villagers. So knowing that we have to breed up all these villagers, we'll need a ton of either carrots, potatoes, wheat. But I realized that I have very little wheat. I have absolutely no potatoes and carrots. So we need to find another solution to breed them. I think I have to ask a few people on the server if they have any carrots. So I asked a lot of people on LanzCraft if they have carrots that they can give to me. I'll, of course, pay for it. And luckily, JSlayer was fortunate enough to have some carrots. So he's going to deliver some carrots over to me, and I will be dropping off diamonds at his base. So now we have to travel all the way, far, far away to around 7,000 blocks away, which is almost equivalent to 700 blocks in the nether. So this is going to be a long journey, but, you know, it's might as well worth it. Okay, let's see here. Where is Jave Slayer? No. Oh, there it is. Found it. It's this direction. Well, I guess we're going to be flying for some time. Oh, wait. Is that a portal? Oh, that is a portal. Wait, this must be then Jave Slayer's base. Tree shopping station. Interesting. I think this is his base. All I know is that it's a swamp. Yes, this is his base. Okay. He told me to drop off 9 diamonds somewhere. Guess I'll drop it over here. Let's see, are there... Need to find a empty chest. Okay, I haven't found an empty chest, so I'm just gonna, like, mine a tree, if that's fine. I'm just gonna, like, do that. No one saw anything. Okay, so 9 diamonds dropped off. I think we'll wait for the carrots for a little bit more. Let's hold off on that for now, but let's work on a different project as we don't need the carrots instantly, but, you know, he'll deliver it soon. Let's see, where's the portal? Oh, there it is. Oh my god, this is very hard to find. So one issue that I've been facing specifically, like, right now is this farm over here. So for those who don't know, this is my piglin farm. And apparently it broke. I say that with a question mark because I'm not sure what happened, but apparently if we take a look at some of these chests, the filters are like this. They're all broken. The gold bars are here. And you can see that my inventory is just filled with all of the stuff from this farm. I don't know what's happening, but I guess while we wait for the carrots, we can, you know, work on this and hope that we can find a solution, because this farm needs to be up and running now. So I'm now looking at this farm, and it turns out that these are somewhat overflowing, because as you can see, this is what it's supposed to look like. But we have some 39s and 32s here, and then we have nothing here. So I guess what I need to do is kind of remove all these filters and replace them. That's going to take some time. So now looking at these filters again, I can confirm that there's no other errors, although I just want to double check that there are no errors in the hopper system, because I've been seeing a lot of wrong stuff in the wrong location. So let me quickly fix that, and let's see if this farm can hopefully be up and running once again. So I'm happy to say that this farm is all back up and running. As you can see, stuff is getting filtered back into its right location. I'm still, you know, cleaning everything up and making sure that everything's in its correct location. And I found out what was the real error. So if I go into spectator mode right now, as you can see, there are filters all around this entire area. And this filter in particular had a gold ingot, basically, that was named Filtero. And what happened was it went into the system. Now, because of that, the system didn't, like, it picked it up, of course, because this is a random golden ingot. And, of course, it's named Filtero, so it just matched perfectly. And that caused this filter to be bad. Then this filter, then this filter. It's basically a chain of unfortunate events happened. So all I had to do was really remove all these filters, fix them back to normal, and right now I'm cleaning everything up, and I'm actually right now stocking up some stuff for the shop, because if you don't know, I have a shop that is in the shopping district, and we need to restock it. So I'm going to keep on cleaning up this, and I'll meet you guys over at the shopping district. So walking through our still destroyed shopping district, we're slowly, you know, fixing it up, but as you can see, we've been slowly patching away. We're going over down here to see if we have any diamonds. It looks like we have a diamond over here. Any other diamonds? Oh, we have a diamond over here for spectral arrows. That's pretty nice. Going down here. This is our big seller, so it looks like none for today. Any soul sand? Nope, no soul sand, but hopefully we'll get some soon. Let's see, this is also one of our big sellers. Looks like there's nothing over here. Oh, we have some leather sales. That's pretty nice. Over here, nope. We don't have any obsidian sales. And of course, our final and last bestseller, which is not even stocked. Oh, that's interesting. I should fill that up. So I guess we'll place down these 4 shulker boxes, like so. And I guess we'll restock the shop. So it has been around an hour and a half ever since I finished off the restocking of the shop, and within that time, I not only fixed up the entire piglin farm, but I also cleaned up this entire area. In the beginning of today's episode, you probably saw a lot of shulker boxes here, and they are all gone. And what did I do with them? Well, I organized it because it was a full-on mess. So for like an hour and a half, I was over at my base organizing it all up. And now we have around 18 empty shulker boxes, which is pretty amazing. Now, as I was organizing, I had to come over here to drop off a few stuff. And I noticed that zombies, can you think about it? Zombies somehow came here. And there's these iron golem. There's even one over here that is damaged, that, you know, attacked some of these and actually converted some of them. We have Martina over here. We don't know where the other one is. We don't know where our other main villager is, but I believe that he has passed. That's how sad this is. So we need to add security features to make sure that these villagers are safe. So what I'm thinking is adding a little bit more iron golems here, and I'm thinking of probably lighting up some of these places, perhaps near the shoreline, because I believe that's where they spawn, because I was flying over here at night and there was like 12 zombies and baby zombies all over here. So let's quickly take care of that before it's too late. So as I am placing down torches all around here to make sure that these zombies don't spawn anymore, I wanted to let you know that by the time of this video releasing, the Fate of Everything video should have been released. And if you guys don't know, I really, and I mean really, suggest watching that video, as I announced 2 very big announcements. Make sure to click the link down in the description, and there's also going to be an iCard in the top right hand corner right now. So take a look, make sure to watch the video, as it's going to really affect the channel in both a positive and negative way. So make sure to watch it. It's a pretty interesting video, and let me know if you have any comments or questions in that video's comments section. So let's keep on lighting up this area. I think I lit up most, if not all, of the areas that they might spawn. Yeah, I really spam clicked everywhere. And I should also add some iron golems right now. So one little problem that I have is I have this much iron to make around 6 of them. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actually. But I only have 3 heads, so I guess we'll just, you know, do this. And just leave them be until I get pumpkin heads. And also, hello, I recruited you because I need you to protect this village. Okay. So now that's taken care of, I guess we need to work on a new project, probably at this tower. So as I mentioned earlier in the episode, I talked about how that this tower is all about pumpkins and melons, and about how, you know, we're going to be using this to trade with and everything. And as you can see, we've been slowly working on 1 floor already. Now, of course, there are numerous floors that we need to make, and we need to get on this right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a time lapse of us working on this, and hopefully we can get half of it done. Let's hope and see if we have enough resources. So it has taken me well over around an hour to make not only 1 floor, but basically 1.5 floors. And to be honest, this is a very hard process. You have to get into really cramped spaces. So we are not able to, you know, finish this all off in today's episode. Although I will be taking care of it in live streams that are coming up this and the following next week, and the next week, and the next week, and so on and so forth until the end of the server. But I think that'll be it for today's episode. I talked about how Slayer will be giving the carrots over, but apparently he's having technical difficulties getting onto the server, so sadly, you know, we can't get the carrots. But hopefully in the next episode, we can breed up all these villagers and get more farmers and whatever those people are called, the book people, librarians. That's what it's called. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. I'm sorry that it took such a long time to come out because, well, to be honest, I've been pretty busy. In real life, I had tons of stuff to do, but luckily, as it's slowly coming to summer, I'm going to have so much time to not only live stream, but make content and make videos, which is what you guys want. So, that is it for today's episode. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and stay tuned for the upcoming live streams, and I hope to see you guys soon. Oh, I need to get in position for this. Bye!
I like to love you every day.